Assalamualaikum. Awak actually Wuppertal Schwebebahn or Wuppertal suspension railway as our kami usually do. And our member, which is start with me. My name is AISYAH binti Muhammad Razali and my matrix number is 23-20F1033. And my other members is NURKARMILA binti HARISFADZILAH, secretary S2F1027, NORAISYAH binti IBRAHIM, secretary S2F1024, and lastly is THAQIFAH binti Muhammad secretary S2F1029.
My name is SITI AISYAH binti Muhammad Razali and my matrix number is 23-20F1033. Railway in Wuppertal and the oldest and unique system electric elevated railway with hanging car in the world, which is located in Germany. Secondly, its installation with elevated station was put in Bami, Elberfeld and Zollikow between 1997 and 1903. The first track started in 1901. Thirdly, the Schwebebahn runs along a route of 13.3 kilometers, which is 8.3 miles at the peak of 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles, and also about 8 meters above the valley road between Sandwana Strait and Zollikow, which is 3.3 kilometers. Number 3, the Schwebebahn run within the VRR Transport Association and accept ticket issued by the VRR companies.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURKARMILA binti HARISFADZILAH, matric number 23DLS20F1037 from DLS 2B. The Wuppertaler Schwebebahn has a forerunner. In 1824, Henry Robinson Palmer of Britain presented a railway system which different from all previous construction. It was a low single-ring suspension railway on which the carriages were drawn by horses. Frederick Harken, a Prussian industrial entrepreneur and politician, loved the idea. He tried to attract public attention to his railway plan. In 1887, the cities of Elberfeld and Bama formed a commission for the construction of an elevated railway or Hauptbahn. In 1896, the order was licensed by the city of Düsseldorf. In 2003, the Rhine Heritage Office announced the discovery of an original section of the test route of the Schwebebahn. Construction of the actual Schwebebahn began in 1898, overseen by the government master builder Wilhelm Feldman. On 24 October 1900, Emperor Wilhelm II participated in a monorail trial run. In 1901, the railway came into operation. It opened in section around 19,200 tons, about 18,019 long tons and 21,200 short tons of steel were used to produce the supporting frame and the station. The construction cost 60 million gold marks. The railway was closed owing to severe damage during World War II, but reopened as early as 1946. The Schwebebahn now carries approximately 18,000 passengers through the city per weekday. Since 1997, the supporting frame has been largely modernized, and many stations have been reconstructed and brought up to date technically.
Hello guys, my name is NORAISYAH binti Ibrahim. My matric number is 23DLS20F1025. I'm from DLS 2B. So today I'm going to explain about technology of Wuppertal Schwebebahn. The first successful use of monorail technology in urban transportation was called the Schwebebahn, that is suspended or floating railway in Wuppertal in Germany. It has been in operation since 1901. Carl Langit gets credit for the concept, although Albert Charlier has built the Schwebebahn bicycle in 1895. The Wupper River in northern Germany flowed through a narrow valley, which was becoming urbanized and congested. Originally, an elevated railway was planned with the support pylons in the middle of the river, but public objection and concern about flooding scattered that plan. Since the support for Langen system would be on the banks and not in the river, and the fact that the cars could swing up to 15 degrees like a pendulum, the system was approved. The first part of the system opened in 1901 and full 8.3 miles with 20 stations opened in 1903. Original two-car train weight is 31 metric tons loaded by 97 passengers. 90,000 tons of iron were used to build the railway framework. The rails are supported by a total of 472 girders. There are two dual-wheel bogies per car. The double-flank steel wheels run on a single steel rail laid on the girder. Bogies on the original cars had a single motor using a chain to drive both wheels. Current cars use a single motor driving both wheels with worm gears. Reversing at each end of the line is by loop, and a turntable has been installed for short turns. In 1993, between 45,000 and 50,000 people used the Schwebebahn every day. Not bad for a system that's been around for nearly 100 years. The Schwebebahn has a perfect safety record until 1999. On April 12, 1999, one of the Wuppertal train fell off its track and plunged into the river below. For the first time in 98-year history of the Schwebebahn, 5 people died and 47 were injured. The accident was caused when a contractor that was working on the guardway accidentally left a metal clamp on it. This was not defect in equipment nor normal operating procedure. Countless people have lost their lives in the last 100 years in train and light rail accidents. Monorail still enjoy unenviable safety record. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is THAQIFAH HUSNA binti Muhammad Zain from DLS 2B with my matric number 23DLS20F1029. There are 20 station class of Wuppertal Schwebebahn such as Oberbahn, Wuppertal, Wetterpark, Altermark, Adelbrook, Loherbrook, Bottlinger Strap, Langridge, Klunsig, Doppelbusch, Olisma, Robert Downplatz, Wuppertaler Straat, Wessing, Versbecker, Zoo Stadium, Sombonne Strap, Hammerstein, Bruges, and Vuwinkel. But I will only explain just a few of it. Wuppertal Oberbahn is the eastern terminal of the Wuppertal Schwebebahn. It is located in the Bahn area of Wuppertal. The terminal consists of 2 buildings. Wuppertal-Wupperfurt. The Wupperfurt is located in the west of Oberbahn, right on the border with the Heckenhausen district. The specialty of the station is that it was built in a curve. Wupperfurt is also the highest station above the Wupper. Altermark. The Old Market is a major traffic junction in the Wuppertal district of Bahn, and at the same time a historical inner city square, which used to be the center of the district. Transportation Railway. Wuppertal Hammerstein. It is located in the Wuppertal district of Wuppertal. Goes back to the Hammerstein Manor. This mansion was located on the Zambon Wuppertal and is the namesake of the Villa Hammerstein, which was later built around 1825. Wuppertal Wohnwinkel is the third largest district of Wuppertal in North Rhine-Westphalia. Wohnwinkel belongs to the Madman district. As you all can see, this is the map of Wuppertal Schwebebahn Railway and the Wuppertal Schwebebahn itinerary.
Okay, now let's talk about the unit of Wuppertaler Schwebebahn, or called Wuppertaler Suspension Railway. Okay, if we look at the picture on the PowerPoint, there is literally nothing between the floor of the train and the traffic beneath. And secondly, the track is located under the trains. And thirdly, this system using a double track effectively just being a massive loop, so passes can happen at any point. If you look at the second picture, its geographical location within the valley, which is the majority of the main city parts going through it following a portion of the river. The Schwebebahn can just drive along over the Wupper or river. And lastly, this transport is more faster and reliable than other transport such as bus, because Wuppertaler Schwebebahn comes in every 2 till 5 minutes. Okay, now guys, let's talk about fun facts about Wuppertaler Schwebebahn. Wuppertaler Schwebebahn is the oldest suspension railway. And secondly, half the tourists that go to Wuppertal are just there for the suspension railway, unlike other tourists who usually come because of culture or food. But in Germany, the tourists usually come for the transportation. And thirdly, the example will new rails car after the modernization, which is we can look at the PowerPoint. Okay, last fun facts, which is number 4. The railway's most famous passengers was a young female elephant called Stuffy in July 1950. The owner of the circus wanted the elephant to ride the train as a public stunt, but she ended up becoming agitated during the street and just broke through a window and tumbled about 12 meters into the rivers below. Thankfully, she only suffering a minor injury, but some passengers are injured